With WrestleMania being right around the corner, there are the official announcements of matches that are going to be presented at Las Vegas. Yes, after months of speculation, weeks of things going and storylines being settled, we are now here in WrestleMania season. It is the pick, the pivotal, the land of opportunity, and we're here to see what exactly will be going on at WrestleMania. Of course, fans will be happy, fans will be mad, and we're going to dive down into what exactly will be the top rumors, the top hot takes, and what else for WrestleMania 41. Yes, my name's Andres. You're watching Ringside Riffs, and let's just jump into it. Let's go with what's happening in the card. Yes, we already know some official things, but breaking it down, we get to see and saw what exactly WWE for the past weeks have been building. Yes, ever since Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, and everything like that, storylines have been breaking down, things have been formatting, and everything is just to show you it's never gonna appear for what it seems. They're gonna make it seem like it was gonna be just a simple match. Take for instance the example of John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. We saw John Cena lose the Royal Rumble. We knew it was going to be Yeet. We knew pretty much that he might not be going against Cody Rhodes. And when it was announced that it was going to be him against Gunther, we still had in our heads that he was going to be either the main event in night one or night two. Comes to show that things don't happen like they do. Now we have a triple threat. This triple threat, many fans, they are not really that happy about. We see them lashing out. Why did we need a triple threat? I feel like the WWE is forcing us to believe that we need this triple threat. We need Seth freaking Rollins against CM Punk against Roman Reigns because all these men, of course, are deserving to be in the spotlight, are deserving to be at WrestleMania. Now we've involved Paul Heyman, owing him a favor just to guide down the storyline, just to tell us from the WWE's perspective, yes, look, this triple threat is necessary. This triple threat is something you need to pay attention to, and this is going to be the main event because it's something that is tossed up in the air. But in fact, I believe this is all just a last minute hassle haggle, just like they do. They always plan these things out. They want to say that they've had these matches all since the back of their head. They've had this all planned out, but it doesn't really feel like that because why in these last weeks do they continue to force feed us these thoughts about who is going to win, about who is owing who, and about what is spectacular moment it going to be? These triple threat, yeah, CM Punk is finally going to get his main event. He's finally going to be in the WrestleMania showing. He's finally going to get to be the main guy right there. But can we really take for granted if Roman Reigns does end up losing at the WrestleMania? If he does end up losing again, what does this mean for the Tribal Chief? What does this mean for Seth freaking Rollins? Is this all just a build-up for a glorified pay-by-pay of what they're gonna do to CM Punk, of what they're gonna say and acknowledge and appreciate and gratify? But no, this is not what it takes. That's why some people are mad, but some people are also happy because, of course, we have a mixed match. We have these three men that are well deserving, that should be there in the pinnacle, right there battling it out, and we're left wondering, was this really the initial idea for what the WWE had? Yes, we already get to see that they're building and building WrestleMania. They're constructing the land. They're planning it out. They're setting it up. There's a few twists and turns that can still be popping up. They've tried with storylines. They tried with everything. And pretty much, I'm just going to say it, every single storyline is still up to the books. At any moment, anybody could be popping up. For example, Dwayne The Rock Johnson just popping out of nowhere pretty much, involving himself in a storyline. We have yet to see what's going to happen with The Rock. We have yet to establish that. And I'm pretty much just saying they're going to wait until WrestleMania to just plan out this whole storyline. They're going to say what's going to happen with John Cena, what's going to happen with Cody Rhodes, what's going to happen with The Rock, what's going to happen with the final boss. They're probably much going to pretty much involve. Will he even take part of that triple threat? That's the beautiful thing about people and characters such as The Rock. They can just put themselves in and put themselves at any moment and just really involve themselves per se. And that's why WrestleMania is up in the books. WrestleMania is something that the WWE loves to say that they already had planned out, but they can just improvise it at the last minute because that's exactly what they show us that they're doing. That's WrestleMania is a crazy season. It's something unpredictable. Yes, we're in the peak of it, and that's why we're left wondering: is this storyline gonna pan out? Are the fans really gonna tune in? Could these little swerves be something that we're all taking? And what do you expect them to swerve about? Is there anything that is gonna be happening unexpectedly at WrestleMania that you think? Let me know down in the comments. I'll maybe make a video next time about that. Let's talk about those tag team titles. It looks like they're gonna put the New Day at WrestleMania because they made a heel turn and it wasn't gonna be for anything. They were targeting the War Raiders next. They were going after their injuries. They were talking about it all over on the broadcast. They were saying about their surgeries, and we need to understand that when they're taking on these things, they may be serious. The War Raiders might be losing those titles to the New Day, and it's well deserving because the New Day definitely did that heel turn, definitely had momentum. I feel like it's died down. I feel like it could be re-innovated. Yes, the Raw tag team titles haven't been doing as great as the SmackDown because of the SmackDown we have a momentum of multiple tag teams, of multiple chances, and that's why WrestleMania is the main point to take on all these crazy moments, all these interfering, all these exciting new adventures because they're gonna be able to do it. They're gonna be able to show us what was planned out and what wasn't, and we're gonna be left wondering, was that something that they planned out? That's the beauty of it. That's what they all want us to think. That's exactly why we are watching. Thank you for watching.